still got the music playing, you know. Yoza. It's calling, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was good. Yes, you're mute, you know, you're mute. No, I can't hear you still. Can't hear you.
How about now?
Yes.
There you go. Well, I don't fix it for two people on, because you know how it is. I try one. But how you doing anyway, Millie? While I'll fix this. How you doing, mate? How's everything with you? I know we spoke.
Can't complain. Yeah, I can't complain, man. Chris Carlin's in the building, you know.
Is he?
Yeah, Chris Carlin said,
good luck to him, man.
they big up Fozi, and he's got love to the content brothers. Yeah, big up for that still.
I don't know if it's him, mate, because when I was watching Husam's one, they were saying it might not be him and all that stuff. So let's be careful. Yeah. But let me. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll be all right now. I think I'm all right. Yeah.
Been okay though. Been okay. You know, ups and downs, you know it is. But I will share, obviously live on YouTube. But yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah. So what do you think of the football now, mate? Like Liverpool doing pretty well everywhere. We're back to our perch, it looks like, signing these new players we haven't spoken about for a bit, me and you. And how do you think we're going? We're going to go this season, Unks? Like, before we talk about the Burnley game, let's talk about that. Let's see where we can be as a football club, like us two discussing it, especially. So, yeah, how do you see it, mate? How do you see it? Like the way Liverpool are moving? Should we still be the way we was before? You know, like. Worried about FSG and all that stuff, or should we, you know, be more trusting in them now after what they've done in the transfer window? Where do you stand with that, anyway, Unks?
I mean, you know, I'm always the sort of person that I'll give credit where credit's due. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Do you know what I mean? They've done well this this transfer window. They brought in the necessary players, all but one that we needed. Do you know what I mean? And I really think at the day they tried their hardest at the day to get Mark Gay, but I just think
that's true. That was a genuine thing. It's not a conspiracy theory about, you know, like what happened with Casado and all that stuff. That was a genuine thing.
That was a genuine thing, and I think at the day, sort of like when you look at it, they tried their hardest. It's just that Crystal Palace was playing silly buggers. Do you know what I mean? Simple as that. Do you know what I mean? But yes, they were trying to get in. So, you know, they was doing things in the transfer window that we didn't expect them to do. Nobody can tell me that we expected them to sign two players of the 100 million mark. That's two players, you know. You know what I mean? You know? And then obviously you got your Kirkers, you got your Frimpong. Do you know what I mean as well? Yeah. And you know, Ekitike as well. Yeah, Ekitike. Don't forget Ekitike as well, which is doing well. I think it's good times. Even like, you know, if you look at some of the reserve players that we are bringing through, it reminds me of Klopp when he brought through some of these reserve players. They look ready to rock and roll. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And Ingemar proves it. You know what I mean? He's scored at the bigger stage. I mean, he could have missed that. Do you know what I mean? But he didn't let this sort of like occasion get to him, and he just like was confident to put it back in there.
Yeah.
You know, I think that people are getting a bit too carried away when they're saying that they sort of like, obviously the way they're playing is like not to that standard. You know what I mean? Give it time, and number one, and then we're still winning games. Do you know what I mean?
That's the most important thing, yeah.
Yeah, we're 9 points at the top. We've got 3 out of 3. And if we win this weekend, you know, we can, you know, with the Premiership, where obviously the standards are more kind of up there in the Premiership, you have to say you can't say any games are given. No games are given. Do you know what I mean? So obviously, if we win against Burnley on Sunday, we got 12 points. We got 12 points. You know what I mean? So I just want them to sort of like to literally sort of like get as much points as they can. So when it comes to sort of like around Christmas time and stuff, we can start rotating and we can concentrate obviously on our tournaments. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I honestly feel that we've got the firepower for it. I honestly feel we've got the firepower for it. But listen, the way that we're playing at the moment, I mean, I think I was speaking to you about it yesterday. I said, like, when you're watching a game in real time, you don't see. There's a lot that you miss. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
About, you know, even the way that a goal is being scored. Yeah. I mean, the space that they find and dragging away defenders and such. And what it was, I was on YouTube and I looked at this guy like a 5-minute stream, and he looked at it. You know, the way that we're playing at the day, where we're making space for ourselves. Do you know what I mean? Making good runs and dragging sort of like the defenders. You know what I mean? You know, towards us, and then leaving a gap so we can run through and score. You know what I mean? It's just exciting times now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I always said in the day, if Slot wins something this season, I'll give. I'll give it to him. I said, yeah, man, you've done well. Do you know what I mean? I ain't afraid to say. I'm not afraid to say I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is when you're a mature adult like us. You know what I mean? You're not afraid to say, look, I was wrong. It was good. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so I'm enjoying it, Fuzz. Really enjoying the football that we're playing at the moment. And I'm really enjoying sort of like the results we're getting. Because let's face it, when you win titles at the day, there could be a couple of games that day that is not pretty. That's not pretty. But the main thing is getting over the line.
Yeah, you're spot on, Unks. I agree with you totally, 100%, my friend. I agree with you totally, 100%, because things have changed in football, and we're changing with it for the good, if you know what I mean, Unks. Like, you see what's happening at Chelsea, you see what's happening at Manchester City. All of their riches ain't helping them. We did it in an organic way, and look at where we are at the moment. You know what I mean? So this football club, the way it's turned around, is nothing I expected. You know what I mean? Down the years, I was expecting us to be mediocre because, you know, the new generation accepted it to be a mediocre team, and that's how we was started to think. You know, when Brendan Rodgers and Roy Hodgson and these people were in charge of our football club. But, you know, there's a man that came along from Germany and changed the whole, you know, landscape of Liverpool Football Club. He changed it for the better. He changed it for us to believe in our football club again when people lost hope. The thing is, sometimes you got to look at when you look at Liverpool Football Club. Not many people saw the successful years at Liverpool Football Club. So when you don't see the successful years at Liverpool Football Club, this is where people accept it to be in a mediocre team. And luckily, many of us, the older fans, still remind these youngsters of the modern day. This is the real Liverpool, what you see now. This is not a fake Liverpool, what you're seeing, guys. This is what Liverpool is all about. Winning and winning and winning and buying the best players at the same time as well. With me and FSG, you know, I have my love and hate relationship with them. I didn't know what their intentions were, but now they're doing like better for my football club. I'm supportive of them. You know what I mean? I like what they did. They made the team better. They made us competitive again. And I looked at it from a point of view, everybody can change. You know what I mean? You don't have to always, you know, hate, because when you keep doing that as a football club, keep hating, it just, you know, it becomes a bad place to be in, if you know what I mean, son. And that's what I don't want us to be in. So that's what I've been telling our fan base, especially the whoever works with me on YouTube and, you know, and things like that. We need to change, you know, like for the better now. we've got to stick together through this, because our rivals will try to disrupt us at some stage for their team to be better than what we are. We're at the top of the food chain now. Let's remain there. Let's support each other. Let's not hate on the club. Let's, praise the players and all that stuff. Because, I was saying in Kwazi's show earlier today, the fans play a big part in this, Unks, There's a reason these big players join Liverpool Football Club, because, they see how we are as a football club, if you know what I mean. The togetherness and everything, the way we, fighting for each other, even when the games don't go right, who gets the players up for it? The fans, you know what I mean? And people see this, and players see this from outside Liverpool. Why do you think the likes of Isak and all these guys are rejecting big wages, big money to come to Liverpool Football Club? Because they see from the outside the environment that we have at Liverpool Football Club and the enjoyment we have together, singing You Never Walk Alone, winning together and all that stuff. That drives players towards you. So if we have this positive environment with everybody being, as one, we could rule football for years to come. You know what I mean? That's why Real Madrid always try to disrupt Liverpool. Real Madrid don't chase Man City players. Real Madrid don't chase Chelsea players. They don't chase Arsenal players. You know what I mean? We keep hearing Arsenal's got the best defense in Europe at the moment. Why are they chasing our ones then? You know what I mean? Because they want to weaken Liverpool Football Club for them to get that upper hand. That's the whole point. They know where the threat is coming from. If you know what I mean. So yeah, man. Long may it continue. It just depends on us as a football club. If we want that longevity of success, transition, gradually, and get the players that's going to replace the older players, while the older players are here, then we transition, and then we move on to the next round of Liverpool Football Club, which is the next generation to continue the success. That's what we've got to do to maintain all that stuff at this football club. And I believe the likes of Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes know what they're doing. They've learned from past mistakes, and and FSG have done the same as well. Because of people like us, sometimes like you got to stand up for your football club for people to realize what football club they're at. And that last season winning the league, and the likes of John W. Henry and all that stuff, Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards and all these people seeing the city as a whole, at 1.5 million people, the biggest parade probably in English football, British football. They see and how big a football club Liverpool is, and they have in their hands. Maybe that wake up a lot of people, you know what I mean, Unks? And I love it. Because look at the players we're signing, man. If you told me like last season, the season before that, we're going to be signing the likes of Isak and Florian Wirtz and Frimpong, Kerkez, Ekatike for 80 million and all that stuff, I would have said, you need to stay.
I would say you're out of your mind.
You're drinking, bro.
Yeah, I think what you smoking, brother. You know what I mean? I want some as well.
What the hell was going on, man? You know what I'm saying? But listen, we're moving in the right direction. Long may it continue, and long may this positive environment that we're at continue, man. Because ever since the summer, I haven't seen anybody angry. Ever since the league title win, everybody was asking for another one to make it 21 and make it 7 in the Champions League, so it could be equal second to Real Madrid with AC Milan. Everybody's looking like we're starting to think like a big club again, and I love that. That's what we're all about.
Yes.
Long may it continue. At the same time, your rivals are struggling. Like Chelsea's got problems, Man City's got problems, Man United are shit. Arsenal, you could see this is their last season. If things don't go right, so there you go.
Man United shit. Man United
shit, man. But Unks, I want to ask you a question. Yeah. Who's our title challengers this season, man? Generally, like, who do you think? Where the threat is it? Where do you see the threat coming from, man?
As I said, I think Arsenal will probably be our main contenders again. I think they'll be chasing us down.
Yeah.
But also as well, I think Chelsea would be as well. Chelsea will be in and around things like competing and stuff. Because I'm tipping Chelsea to finish third.
Yeah.
I'm tipping them to finish. I might have a cheeky punt on that still. You know what I mean? But I'm tipping to finish third.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you're literally looking at probably the two London clubs. You look at Man City. Look at Man City. They're not in any shape to sort of like man to challenge, are they?
Hunks, I want to ask you a question about that. Great for bringing it up here. Normal circumstances, we worry about Man City. Man City is a threat. Man City, with Pep Guardiola, they will change. They won't be like mediocre anymore. That's all we've been hearing all summer. And we was afraid of Man City at one stage, during the summer as well. What's happened to that club? Has everyone caught up with them? Is Pep Guardiola interested? Because I've got my own reservations, of course.
I just don't think they got the players. I don't think they got the players anymore, bro. I don't think they got the players because, as we alluded to before, and you alluded to me, it was like Kyle Walker did a lot of work at the day.
Thank you very much.
Went unappreciated, mind you, he went unappreciated, and now that he's gone, do you know what I mean? People are realizing how important this guy was in the team. It's like, do you remember Claude Makelele?
Yeah,
you remember him, innit? Claude Makelele,
Real Madrid.
They used to play for Real Madrid. If you remember when he left, Real Madrid was not the same for years. I'm telling you, they weren't the same. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I see that sort of like kind of situation when you look at Kyle Walker, such an important player for the team, and also as well. Excuse me, sorry. Also as well, the players that they brought in, I'm not up to the caliber.
No, they're not.
Not up to the caliber. I tell you, Reinders, I'll take him in my team, yeah, because I know he'd be great in our team.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And as I said, you know what I mean? People like Ryan Shirky is a quality player. But the thing is about Ryan Shirky, which we all know, he's a bit inconsistent with his performances. You feel me? Yeah. He's inconsistent. You get me? So, yeah, to me at the end of the day, I just don't see Man City doing anything, to be honest. I just think at the end of the day, mate, they're going to be lucky to finish fourth.
Mate, they lost already 2 games out of 3. You know what I mean? That says a lot for a club like Man City, you know what I mean? Like, how can you lose 2 games? That's strange, you know what I'm saying? But people forget, you know what I mean? They had the spine of the team is no longer there. Now they got Donnarumma, the goalkeeper, Donnarumma, sorry. Big up chat, by the way, Scottish Bear, fake Gris Khan. I know you're not real, but it is what it is. Thanks for coming on. Benjamin, of course, big up everybody that's on the chat anyway. And
yeah, big up Benjamin. He's put a nice message in there. He said, big up. Because Uncle, don't quit, please.
Wait, who said he's quitting? He's not quitting, man. That's why he's here. We're talking
about. I'm here, man. No, because I was talking about what I was talking about the other day. So thanks for your kind words, Benjamin. Thanks for your kind words.
Yeah, as I was saying many times with Man City down the years, like when the spine of the team disappears, it's very hard to get back. So this is what they're gonna have to work towards. But what I can see of Man City, Uncle, and nobody actually talks about it, I don't think Pep Guardiola is there to win titles anymore. I know it's a big statement for me to say that, because when I'm watching him and I'm watching the players they're buying, it looks like they're buying these players for the next manager, not him, because this is not Pep Guardiola players, guys. Like Edison is his goalkeeper, great with feet, can do a couple of saves, you know what I mean, and all that stuff. Kyle Walker, he was the pace at the back that covered for the likes of Diaz and Stones and Gvardiol and Akanche and all these guys, because they haven't got that pace. He covered up a lot of defensive errors down the years, and I've been saying that for years. It's not just now. I've been telling people, look at Kyle Walker, where his starting point is as a defender. They've been playing with 3 centre backs for years. Kyle Walker never used to cross the halfway line and do a run down the wing and put crosses in the box like Trent or other right backs. He's always been next to the centre back. The ball goes at the top. He goes there and collects the ball for Man City, and he wins it back, and they go forward again. And that's where the fear factor comes in from opponents. You know what I mean? When they got someone like that has that blistering pace that can cover for everybody else, then that sets in. From the opponents, if you know what I mean, guys. They no longer have that. So now what teams do to Man City is, well, you ain't got that pace anymore, and we ain't scared of you. We're just gonna go at you now. They just they outrun them, back to them, they bully them. You know what I mean? And not only that, Edison, after Kyle Walker became that Kyle Walker we saw when Adama Traore just took him to the Kiddas. Ederson started looking suspect because there's more shots getting taken at Ederson. You know what I mean, Unks?
Yeah.
And as soon as there's a lot of shots, and one-on-ones happening with Ederson, he ain't as good as Alisson anymore, is he? Like, they're not talking about him like Alisson anymore. Remember the comparisons before? They said Edison's better than Alisson and all this stuff. They no longer do that.
To me, the same face, isn't it?
It just goes to show, you know what I mean? Like, there was a lot of cover-up people didn't even spot down the years. I pointed it out, but I'm crazy in it, so I don't know football, so it's okay. You know more than me, innit? I've been watching it for over 40 years, but it's okay, man. You know more than me. I don't care. You could take that credit, you know what I'm saying? You could call players who are not world-class, Odegaard and all them are world-class players. It's okay, man. You know more than me about football. But yeah, that's what I'm saying about Man City. and then you see these players they bought recently, like Jerky and Donnarumma. Donnarumma is a great goalkeeper, but he's not a Man City goalkeeper. He's not a Pep Guardiola goalkeeper because Pep Guardiola a goalkeeper that's good with his feet, right?
Yeah.
Donnarumma is not good with his feet. He's not that type of goalkeeper, Unks. You know what I mean? So you keep looking like, what's going on here? I think Pep Guardiola is going to give it one more season, probably get them back into the top 4. And he's going to say, sayonara, it's time to go. I honestly think that, Unks.
No, I listen, do you know what I mean? I don't doubt that for 1 minute. Do you know what I mean? You can see, if you look at Pep Guardiola, you can see that he's fed up.
Yeah,
you can see that he's fed up, do you know what I mean? And devoid of ideas. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're getting like pumped by, Tottenham. Do you know what I mean? Tottenham and Brighton beat as well. And I tell you what, right, in the second half, when he made those changes, right, there was only one team in it, and that was Brighton. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Brighton was the only team in it. Big up, Scottish Bear, big up. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, so do you remember that game we played in Charity Shield when we went to score and Kyle Walker took off the line? Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
He came from nowhere. He's rapid, mate. So listen at the days. I just don't think this is going to be their year.
It's tough, It's tough, yeah. It's tough.
I honestly feel that we win the league this season.
Do you think it's going to be a easy thing, or is it going to be hard for Liverpool to win the league this season?
I think after Christmas, when we get into New Year, you're going to have a few hard games. Because I think what it is like, you know, Liverpool usually kind of like around that time they don't look less than convincing sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's somehow they do get over the line. But I think if you look at after Christmas, that's what probably the time where sort of like people can sort of like get at Liverpool. But we just got to sort of like stand firm and say, look, we're winning the start of the season.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You know, but it's possible. But I just don't think anyone's got the minerals.
Oh yeah, but like you said, like you expect, you know, Chelsea and obviously the Arsenal, that's what they're called, to be the challengers. What do Arsenal need to do, bro? Like, what do they need to do to win? Because when they came to Anfield the other day, we watched the game.
Yeah.
I admit when I'm wrong in it. I'm not this person who thinks I'm a right guy. I do everything right. If even Quasi, you know, he put me into court yesterday, and he
caught you there.
Yeah, he put me into court, man, and he was right. I put a statement up on Twitter saying like this is the worst half I've ever seen of a football match. And
who put you in court?
Yeah, Quasi.
Quasi, listen, you should have phoned me as your solicitor, man. I would have told you. You know what I mean?
But he was
Don't
right.
Say nothing. Don't say nothing.
I did say like it was the worst half I've ever seen in a game in a long time. And then I watched back the game. You know me, I'm an analyzer. I always look at the game again, and I realized it wasn't even us that was the bad team in that first half. Like the way we performed, we didn't. The issue with the game was the shock of Liverpool. That's what people didn't even look at. Liverpool was they didn't play. They didn't have a bad half. They were shocked for a team that's challenging for the title will come out as Arsenal did in that half, which is ultra defensive and try to do a counter attack from here and try to win set pieces. Therefore, you know, we're the best. Arsenal think they're the best. We're gonna go at it head to head and all that stuff. And it didn't go that way. Arsenal came with different attitude, different mentality, end of the season attitude, which means when I say end of the season, guys, it means like when you're challenging for a title, you go to Anfield and try to get a draw or a win to get you those points to get you the title. That's what the attitude they came out with in that game. And I couldn't believe it. 3 games into the season and you're doing that already. That's not very good.
Wait with the white flags.
Yeah. And that's not very good. That's not a very good thing for a team that's saying they're the best and all this stuff we've been hearing from their fan base for a while. And not only that, being on these shows before that, they were telling me, oh, we don't need Saka. We don't need this player. We're still going to go to Anfield and beat Liverpool. You didn't come to Anfield and beat Liverpool. Liverpool actually beat you. So what did you think of that first half? So in regards to a team that's supposed to be challenging Liverpool, or supposed to be the threat at,
Well, for Arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Arsenal came with a game plan. What it was, it was to be solid. Most of all, they wanted to be solid in defense and solid in midfield. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Solid in midfield means you could win the midfield battle. Do you know what I mean? Once you win the midfield battle, really and totally, you can actually dictate dictate the game, the tempo of the game, and what happens in the game. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you literally. You literally got hold of it. But I think what needed to do, Arsenal need to do, was be a bit more direct. They need to be a bit more direct. There's being cautious, my friend, but being cautious.
Mm-hmm.
And they were being too cautious in their play. And I think really and truly, and then when they decided to play, like obviously, Sabazala was on. Was on his course to go. When they decided to play, it was just too late. It was just too late. Cannot come around like all defensive and then all of a sudden try to say, well, look, all right, we're gonna play now. No, it doesn't work like that. Do you know what I mean? And when you look at look at Arsenal, they've literally bought so much defenders. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Fullbacks and this and that. Oh man, it's jarring. It is jarring. But, if you look at Arsenal, with one bit of advice I would give Arsenal, be more direct.
Yeah, it looks like a desperation of football, Unks. I mean, for a team that's, bought, over £1 billion players, how can you go to your rivals, home and play like that? It just doesn't make any sense. When I looked at the game, sorry, guys, we're just speaking about the rivals and who's going to be the biggest threat. Obviously, we're going to talk about Arsenal now because Arsenal potentially could be our biggest threat, and some people saying Chelsea. We'll talk about Chelsea afterwards as well. When I look at Arsenal, I don't know what to think of the Monks in regards to where the threat is going to be. Because think about it this way, when Kai Havertz played as a striker, they had everything in it. The only thing that was missing was the finishing side of the game.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about hard work, everybody going in the same direction, they had that, but just the finishing side of things doesn't happen up front. Now they got that Gyökeres. He's just a big lump. He doesn't move a lot. You know what I mean? So you're already taking the defensive side out of the game from the front. And not only that, you have to cater to that striker's needs at the same time because he can't create his own chances, if you know what I mean. So they're going to have I'm telling you, they have to play this guy no matter what. Don't forget, Unks. And they could end up... Well,
it's good. Even with Gyökeres at the day, right? Is that Odegaard should be giving him the service? Why isn't Odegaard giving him the service?
I think Odegaard's limited. I think he's overrated, to be honest.
I've always thought Odegaard's overrated.
I liked him to a certain extent, and I think to myself, why did Real Madrid let him go? Why didn't Liverpool sign him when they could have signed him? Because he's a Liverpool fan, innit? Yeah. Why didn't they? He was at a training ground. He was training with Gerrard and that, few years ago. So why are these things all not happening for him? Then I realized he's limited, man. His ability is limitation. There's no other things he can do other than what you see on the pitch. If you know what I mean, Unks? It's repetitive of the same stuff again and again and again. The same little movement when he's pretending he's going to pass, then he goes the other way, then he looks for Saka, passes it through to him, and then chips it over for Saka. There's never, something new. I want to see something different as a number Why can't you play with the rest of the players? Why does it have to be always Saka? You know what I mean? Because that's your get out. That's your get out clause for some reason. So yeah, I think he's got limitations to his ability, man, and that's why I think Arsenal fans are over expecting with him, unfortunately, and he's not going
to. They knew he was.
Yeah, but I think Eze is going to be good. I think Eze is going to be brilliant. But it depends where they play him, because a lot of people are saying they're going to play him on the left. So you're already reducing some of his ability playing on the left. He needs to play in a number 10 role to create for the likes of Gyökeres instead of like being an winger, then cuts in and then
he's literally got to play in his rightful slot. He's got to play in his right slot. I'm just kind of like fed up with putting square pegs around holes. I'm quite fed up with that. Do you know what I mean? We're in Liverpool Football Club. We've come further than that. Do you know what I mean? You got the players, put them in the right position. Do you know what I mean? It's not too much to ask for. You know what I mean? That Leone, he was in training today and that. And Scott, I'm not Scott. Scott, Scott. It's not that. No, but, isn't it? Slot, I think Slot, like, does rate him still. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, listen. Do you know what I mean? It's like.
But the thing is, think about it this way: like, if you could beat that team who are your second best team in the league, without the likes of Isak and I mean, like, can you imagine when these players are here? What could happen? Like, we beat them without him. You know what I mean? Without him being our striker. Can you imagine when he's in the team? Let me show you something. What can happen like in the future? That's a dominant team. That's a dangerous team. That's a team that can score goals freely. And what I love about this current Liverpool team compared to previous teams is we don't need to rely on the likes of Darwin Núñez anymore. And we don't need to sit on the edge of our seat crying for Darwin to score anymore, because these strikers that we have, once they're through on goal, it's going to be a goal, more or less. You know what I mean? We don't. The worry days are gone, man. The worry days are gone. Let me just put it that way. I don't need to, Darwin, please score, man. Please score. You know what I mean? For your confidence, please score the goals. I don't have to do that anymore. Look at this as well, Angs. Look at this.
You're living big now.
Virgil's in the house. Look what he saw.
Yes. Man.
Look. There we go.
I'm telling you.
There's the striker, and here's the back line too. The forward and the back line.
The happy days have come back to Liverpool, mate. I'm telling you.
Mate, they are enjoying it, Unks. They are absolutely enjoying it, man. Look at that smile. You can't take that smile out of Virgil's face, man. Come on, man.
Stop it.
Come on.
Stop it.
Isak, Salah, Gakpo, Ekitike, Florian Wirtz, Szoboszlai, McAllister, Gravenberch.
Hey.
Are we walking about here? What game are we playing?
Hey. And just imagine, if we got Morgan Rodgers like this window. Just imagine, man.
Apparently they chased in a minute. Apparently they won in a minute. And Arne Slot in the press conference yesterday said, you never know what's his name? Mark Gahey in Jan could happen.
Yeah, it's conflicting stories, isn't it? Conflicting stories to say that sort of like that the Liverpool are not going to go in for him in January, but they're going to wait to summer. And then some people are saying he's going to go for January. And
what would you do?
Wait and see what happens in July 1st.
What would you do with him? Like, do you go in Jan or do you wait until the summer for free? Because a lot of people are saying that, like, let's wait till the summer if he's free.
You know what I'll probably do, due to the situation of what me and now with Konate and that, I'll probably go for him now. I'll fuck off Konate and say, look, Konate, sorry, thanks for no, not thanks.
You don't need that stuff around the club, do you, Unks?
No, man, you don't need that.
Like if a player is already decided to leave, just go, bro. Just go. We don't need you here. I mean, like, you either have to be one of us or don't be at all. I was thinking about this today, like yesterday, sorry, like it's 12 o'clock, it's 1 o'clock now, isn't it? I was thinking about it the other day. I was thinking to myself, who are Liverpool's enemies in the coming seasons? Like, say 5 to 6 years, because these players are, young. They're going to go to 5 to 6 years. I look at it and I said, Real Madrid. Real Madrid's going to be our enemies. We could dominate the Premier League for the next 5 to 6 years, yeah? And who's going to be the enemies in Europe? Who's going to be the team that's going to buy everybody, the team that's going to be trying to win the Champions League continuously, Real Madrid. So what can we do to stop Real Madrid to try to weaken Liverpool? If you let a player, again for the second time, leave Liverpool on a free, that means they've got the lock on you as a football club. That means they speak to your best players all the time to run down their contracts so they could go to them. So we've got to do something. We've got to make a statement. You know what I mean? Do we sell Konate in Jan so the other players who are in the football club can recognize how big we are, and we don't accept people running down their contracts and all that stuff? Because when one goes, it becomes two. When it becomes two, it becomes three. Do you know what I mean? We don't want to go for
like they're taking all your players in the club.
What? Let me ask you a question. Why aren't they chasing Salibas? Why aren't they chasing Gabriel? You know what I mean? They're like Brazilians. They're like other French players. Why are they chasing our players all the time?
Yeah, exactly. Why is it coming to us? Because they want to weaken us, isn't it?
There you go.
Simple. They want to weaken us. You know what I mean? They literally want to weaken us. And just like I say it, and Dave, Konate's got his mind set and going to Real Madrid in summer. I just say sell him in winter. Yeah, sell him in winter, and he's going to be able. You can't tell me you sell him in winter for 43 million. Yeah, because remember Chelsea was asking for 43 million for it.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
right. If that's the case, so that you can get that sort of money, you can't tell me you can't go out and buy a worthwhile striker. You can't tell me that. So
we've got to make a statement. As a football club, we've got to make a statement. You know what I mean? And that Real Madrid would never do this again to Liverpool Football Club. That kind of statement. You know what I mean? Talking to our players behind closed doors, or telling their own players to speak to our players, like clearly Mbappe and Konate were laughing about it, you know, during the international break. I don't want to hear shit like that, mate. You're under contract to Liverpool Football Club, so respect Liverpool Football Club. We've just signed some of the best youngsters in Europe to make your football club even greater, and you're mucking about me, going to Real Madrid. Fuck Real Madrid. I've had enough. Honestly, I've had enough now. Respect Liverpool Football Club. I mean, and have that competitive side of football. We don't need one team dominating anymore. It's time for other teams to come in and take that space as well. And this is what we've got to do as a football club, because I'm sick to death of it.
Winds up.
Like I just said to you, why aren't they chasing Saliba? Why aren't they chasing Gabriel? Why aren't they chasing Diaz at Man City and all that stuff? Those clubs don't allow shit like that, but we do for some reason. We've got American owners. Americans are the powerful people in the world. Why can't you get dirt on Real Madrid for them never to touch your club? I mean, warn them off, as you normally do to the rest of the world. Warn them off. I don't care. I'm being controversial, yes, but do something, man.
Yeah.
They disrespected you, and then afterwards they said, "Oh, Liverpool and us are great friends. We're gonna play You Never Walk Alone at the Bernabeu for you." Fuck off.
Yeah, well, why would you want to play that anyway? Come on.
They did that last time we lost to them. You know what I mean, they played You Never Walk Alone at the Bernabeu.
Yeah.
Because they beat us, that's why. But have you seen this? Have you seen this, Unks? Look at this. There's your boy.
Get in there. Oh.
There's your boy, man. You finally got him, Unks. You finally got your boy.
Clinical. We're throwing a verse. Yeah. He's so clinical, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just so clinical.
You're talking about Isaac. Sorry, Isaac, yeah. Oh,
what did I say?
He says throwing verse.
Shame.
No, so many good players, man. So many good players.
It's late, isn't it? It's late. That's my excuse. It's late.
Mm-hmm.
No, but you look at Isaac, and then he's so clinical. Very clinical. And unlike, obviously, Darwin Núñez, he knows where the back of the net is.
Yeah,
it's
not discrediting Darwin Núñez, the Premier League winner at the end of the day, guys. But
the
quality had to change. It had to change, man. We can't do this every single season. We can't, man. We gave the guy 3 seasons, man. Couldn't even put the ball in the back of the net more than 10 times, man. Allowed that. That's not a striker's rate. Let's be honest there, man.
No,
Salah had to carry the team to win a league title. Imagine if he had other people with him, where we could be with the Champions League as well. Think about it, man. Now you got that.
I'm telling you, man. Listen,
It's man.
this guy in the day, right? You know what I mean? This guy in the day. Look how sharp he's looking. He's just looking too sharp.
Look how happy they are. Look at them. That's a proper camp. That's a proper team. I mean, everybody together, Unks.
Because you got people. You got proper.
Like, that's what I want to see, man. Winners, man. Winners.
You got proper people at the end of the day, right? You got proper people that are sort of like literally at the end of the day, you know, playing football. Proper people, proper leaders, proper people at the end of the day that wanted to come to the Liverpool Football Club. Oh, all those players there, trust me, all the players there that we signed this summer, all of them wanted to come to Liverpool Football Club.
Thank you.
I'm telling you. Well, you know, well, anything different.
Begging people to come to Liverpool. Why are we begging people, man?
Yeah.
Look at
everyone wants to come.
Look at Frimpong as well. Look at him, man. Look at him.
Yeah.
As soon as
he's another good guy.
As soon as his agent told him Liverpool are interested, get it done.
Yeah, just get it done.
Get it done.
Excuse me, just get it done. I reckon he would have probably like if they said, "Well, we ain't gonna pay you," he goes, "I don't care, get it done." You're gonna pay for free, you know. Seriously.
That's what you want around your football club, man. Not these Mickey Mouse people, man. That's taking the piss and taking us like places we don't want to be anymore and all that stuff. Get rid, man. If there's a dead wood in the club, get rid quick,
yeah, man. That's the way.
It's gonna infect the rest of the team with this poison, man. Allow that, man.
And I think we suffered that. We suffered through that for a number of years at the day. Players at the day, obviously, when we wasn't winning anything major and this and that, right? You had players that the club just didn't want to be there.
Yeah,
literally did not want to be there. Do you know what I mean? And like we ended up selling one or two players, and then you know it gets to the sort of like Rafa Benitez era. He builds a team and everything that, right? But then people start going here, then everywhere. So like, yeah, it's demoralizing and day when your players want to go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
and we no longer have that, mate. You know what I mean? Remember, we used to say it could be, what is it, Liverpool, the city? What is the issue here? We was blaming this, we was blaming that. It's just the way the club was at. The club was just not for players. We've got to be honest with ourselves. It didn't have to be where if it's Liverpool, the city, or anything like that. The club just wasn't going nowhere, guys. And
it wasn't.
Now look, when the club is going places, it's like the old days. Everybody wants to join Liverpool Football Club because we're going places. I talked to you about the Isak thing. Like, don't blame Isak for what he done at Newcastle. Newcastle can't offer him what Liverpool can offer him. That's number one. Number two, the boy was offered so much money when those owners went to his house. He still said no to money.
No, he gave him a cup of tea and sent him on his way. Sent him on the way, man. He just said no, man. Just say no. I want to go to Liverpool. Stop messing about.
Give me £1 million a week. I still want to go to Liverpool and compete for titles. That's what he said, man. That's what you need. This is the type of players you need, man. Winners. Not like these players that take money every time, man. Allow that stuff, man.
You need people to dedicate to your team, man. You know what I mean? If they're not dedicated to your team, what's the point?
In the future, they're going to be, those players that disrupt your football club eventually. They say, I want to get out of here. You know what I mean? Listen, winning brings players like this. If you win, remember, it brings the best players.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a winning mentality, mate. Seriously, it's a winning mentality. And then, listen, every player that wants to come to the club, and some of them were captains as well of their team. Yeah. So we got leadership in our team, man. Seriously, from 2 or 3 people. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Tell you, man. Good times, man. It's good times.
Why does he think Chelsea's going to be our biggest rivals? It's not Arsenal. He's saying that now we're going to talk about Chelsea, of course. Why does Footy React think like Chelsea's going to be Liverpool's biggest rivals instead of Arsenal?
I don't know. I think Arsenal will be a bigger title thing. I don't know about Chelsea. Don't get me wrong, right? Let's have it straight here, right? Let's have it straight. Chelsea are a good side. They are a good side. I'll give them a good side.
But what's the doubt, Unks? What's the doubt with you for from there, and why you don't think they're more of a challenger than Arsenal? What's the like little doubt that you have with them? Is it the
You know what it
players?
is with Arsenal, right? You know what it is with Arsenal? They're bastards, right? Because what it is, they can go through a stage at the day where they're losing games or drawing games, right? But then when it matters, and they want to achieve what they want to achieve, like where we second place or whatever, right?
Yeah.
They just for some reason they put on the pedal, they put the foot on the pedal, and they start, you know what I mean? They start throwing down. You understand?
Yeah.
So I don't know if the other teams like Chelsea and so forth have got it there to sort of like disrupt Arsenal. I just think Arsenal is going to secure second place again. They just got what it takes to do second place. I don't know if they got what it takes to get over the line, because that's specifically what people want us to get over the line. I don't know about that, but listen,
Anks, you know, like
I just think 1, 2, and 3 is going to be Liverpool, Arsenal, and Chelsea, and then the wild card 4 is probably
You know, with Chelsea, the thing I got is I've asked a lot of Chelsea fans when I go on other streams, like, what's your first 11? What's the spine of your team? If you're telling me Sanchez is your goalkeeper, then you might as well just call it a day. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest. It's like having David James in goal again. You know, errors, continuation. That's
brutal. Yeah, you're brutal.
That's why. But Anks, let me give you an example. Look at Liverpool. We've had the Pepe Reinas, we had the Dudeks, we had the Millionaires, we had the what's that guy? I keep forgetting his name. Karius, is a Karius, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Karius. We had Kirkland, we had Carson, we had David James, and all these goalkeepers in the past that replaced each other. Why did we? If they were so good, these calamity goalkeepers that make mistakes, why didn't Liverpool win the league in those 30 years? You get what I'm saying? Why? If Pepe Reina is good, if Dudek is good, if Millionaire is good, if Karius is good, why didn't we win the league if they were that good? Do you know what I'm saying, Unks?
I think there's a lot of other elements involved. You know what I mean? These guys and they sort of like Pepe Reina obviously was good and stuff. But like I think it's a collective of the team. You can have a really good, do you know what I mean? Sort of like goalkeeper, but if your defense is shit and your midfield is shit and your strikers missing the ball more than actually putting in the back of net, and that's what it was with obviously when you looked at some of the teams of like in the 90s and that, when you looked at sort of like Liverpool, that's what it was. We just didn't have it. You know what I mean? It was constant.
If you look at the 2008-2009 season, we had Pepe Reina in goal. We had the spine of the team: Sami Hyypiä, Daniel Agger, Skirtle at the back with Carragher. We had Alonso, Mascherano, Gerrard in the middle. We had Albert Vieira on the left, Ben Hume on the right, and Dirk Kuyt. We had Fernando Torres at front. So why didn't that's the best spine you could probably get in most teams, if you know what I mean? So it shows to me when I look into things like that, something wasn't right, like you just said, for the team to succeed. And I think the major part of a team that wins titles is the goalkeeper. Look at how many times Pep Guardiola had to change the goalkeeper till he got the right goalkeeper. And when he got the right goalkeeper, what happened? They won the league, didn't they? And then you look at Arsenal, they had Seaman in goal, they had Lehmann in goal. And these guys that were quality goalkeepers, you do need presence at the back, you know what I mean, in order for you to win titles. And I've been saying that for years. And you get this goalkeeper. To me, like, I've seen Schmeichels. I've grown up watching Schmeichels.
Yeah, that's good goalkeeper.
I watched obviously De Gea, Van der Sar at Man United, and all that stuff. Seaman, Lehmann, and you know Peter Cech at Chelsea, and it was a Kodwa, the one at Real Madrid, and all that stuff. They've had goalkeepers, and Edison, of course, at Man City, and Joe Hart, of course, at Man City as well. But I don't think anyone comes close to Alisson, mate. Like, the guy wins you 15 points a season. The guy actually, saves, makes saves that win you games. And when you win games, it should accumulate a lot of points for you to win a title. And that's why I prefer Alisson more than these other goalkeepers. And it's everything about Alisson. You know what I mean? He's kicking, he's goal, one-on-ones and shot stopping, all that stuff. Alisson has got the lot compared to the other goalkeepers that I remember back in the day, guys. So yeah, man, long may it continue with Alisson. That's what you need in goal for you to compete.
Do you know what it is though? I think what it is, like when you've got a team, everything's got to click. In order to sort of like win titles and stuff, do you know what I mean? Whether it be the league, Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup, everything's got to click. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can have really a good goalkeeper, but if the rest of the team is like, in quality wise, sort of like 55% or something like that, you're more likely not going to win anything. You'll probably win the one-off games like the Champions League. Go to Champions League, you win the one-off games. But when it comes,
it's like a cup team, isn't it? It's like a cup team thing.
Exactly. So when it comes to sort of like a 38 game season, you're going to struggle without the quality. Do you know what I mean? So yes, at one time at the day, right, we had Fabio Aurelio, you know what I mean, Fabio Aurelio, Arbeloa, you know what I mean, Hipia, Agan, midfield was Momo Sissoko, Zabi Alonso, Mascherano and stuff. But there was still an ingredient that we needed. And I think that was at the day having two strikers. I think if we had two strikers, we would probably sort of like being better off. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like playing the two strikers.
Well, he bought Keane, didn't he? He bought Keane.
Yeah, but he just didn't play him. We just didn't like him. That wasn't a Benitez buy. That was like a more of a club buy. Do you understand what I'm saying? So yeah, there's many factors at the day that will kind of make you win a league. But my thing is, right, with your team, right, everybody's got to be clicking, and everybody's got to know at the day, right, what is expected of them in order for them to win the league. You can have all the best players in the world. Easy. You can have the best players in the world, if you've got a crap manager, do you know what I mean? Or B, the players that they cannot take instructions well, you're not going to win anything. You're not going to win anything.
Well, football's a psychological thing, and I stand by that. You know what I mean? Because if you look at the greatest managers that ever existed in football history, what were they good at? Their man management style, which is psychological, and managers are not giving credit for that. Head coaches are not giving credit for that because they are like an unpaid psychologist. That's what they are. They could make players do things they don't really think they can do. You know what I mean? And this is why these players like Henderson's and, that you never thought they could reach a championship winning, form on the pitch. That they did those things because that's what managers can do. They could, I don't know what's happened to my thing. Sorry about that, Unks. There we go. I've gone, but yeah.
You're hiding behind the picture, mate.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, the
psychology
plays a big part in a manager's, winning formula in a team and all that stuff. So you do need that kind of, boost as a head coach for you to get the best out of your players. And that's why the best is the best. You know what I mean? Like Pep Guardiola, like you look at if you look at the Amazon documentary with Man City, you see the way he motivates those players and turns them into, special players, because he can do that, because that's mental aspects of the game. You know what I mean? And any player that doubts himself, as long as you got the best manager with you, like a Ferguson, Shankly, or Pep Guardiola, Mourinho, Arsene Wenger at the time as well, they can make you do things you never thought you can do. I'm telling you guys, and that's the most important thing people don't talk about, in football, in general, about football, the psychological part. And this is what I said about Arsenal earlier. I know we're talking about Chelsea. I will come to Chelsea. Don't worry about that, guys. The reason Arsenal have to win the league this season is because it will damage them in a great, way at the end of the season if they don't win the major trophies, either Champions League or Premier League, because those players mentally That's 4 seasons now.
I know, innit?
And they're getting worse. You know, I mean, they're not getting better. They're getting worse. They got last season 10 points.
Imagine.
Liverpool could have been 20 points, 25 points clear if they put the foot in the accelerator. I mean, that's how far Liverpool could have been, but they chose not to. So, you know, out of respect, they just like 10 points is enough. You know what I mean? They gave they gave up the tap. You know what I mean? So this season, if Arsenal don't win any of the major trophies, they're in trouble, guys.
Yeah, of course.
It's gone. And not only Arteta is gone, the players will be gone because psychologically, those players are gone now. I mean,
and Arteta will be gone as well. And we should just go and do shopping at the Emirates, isn't it?
Yeah. But I'll come back to Chelsea. You know, like, if they don't have the spine of the team, which is, if I ask you a question now, Unks, you could answer for me. Okay, who's Chelsea's best goalkeeper?
Oh, shit. They got about fucking 7 or 8 goalkeepers, man.
Who's their regular goalkeeper? Who's their regular one?
Sanchez, isn't it?
Yeah. So if I asked you who's their centre back, the main centre back?
Oh, fuck me.
There you go. None of us know. I know we don't watch them, but this is how bad it is. I mean, if you haven't got this, I'm just trying to give you an example, Unks. You don't have to tell me it's okay because I don't even know majority of it. Let me just bring it up actually, if I could put it.
Disassi and
nah, it's not.
Chukwemeno.
They haven't got. Let me just put it there. They haven't got a mainstay defender that's like a Thiago. Remember Thiago or someone like that. What I see when I watch Chelsea is different kind of centre backs on a consistent basis. So they got Chalobah and
that's it, Chalobah.
And Tosin or something. Tosin, you know, the one who they bought from Fulham, that centre back.
Yeah.
So they got them, but they're not really ones when you're looking for a championship. They're gonna be a centre back. There's no way. Let's be realistic, guys. Yeah. I can't say his second name because it's too freaking long, so I'll give up on that. So you look at the spine of the team.
What's his name?
Tosin, is it Tosin? Tosin?
Yeah, Tosin.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, Tosso. So
sorry, I had to.
Bloody hell, man. So you look at
Trossard, yeah?
Yeah.
Trossard, I'm sorry, Trossard was in the wrong word. Trossard.
But you look at that. That Sanchez in goal, Chalobah, Tosin, or whoever else they got. They got so many centre backs anyway. Fofana and Chilwell and all these guys. You don't really consider them.
What happened to him?
I don't know, man. He still has injuries issues in it since that leg break. I think he hasn't been the same. Man. Leg break can be a bad thing for some players, man. He was he on the bench the other day? No, he wasn't on the bench either. So you look at those defenders, Anks, yeah. Are they Van Dijk material? Are they Saliba material? Are they, Kanate or Gabriel material? No, because you don't really. That's why I've been telling Chelsea fans who are arguing with me. They say they're going to challenge for the title, and I just ask them a simple question: what's your spine of your team? Then you look at the midfield, yeah. So the goalkeeper and the defense, we say forget about it. There's no point. So you look at the midfield: Caicedo, Fernandes, Enzo Fernandez. This is obviously the two pivot midfielders.
You've taken it off, you know.
Huh?
You've taken it off. You can't see it.
Oh, sorry. Now this is Liverpool. Don't worry about that. So let me just share that actually. Let me share the Chelsea thing so we can see it properly. So this is the Chelsea guys. Yeah, we're talking about Chelsea now, and then we talked about Arsenal enough about that. So this is their players, guys. Yeah. Sanchez in goal. Can you see Unks, or is it?
Yeah, I can see everything.
Yeah. So you got Sanchez in goal. That's for now until Chilwell gets fit and all that stuff, whatever it is. If Chilwell is your main defender, then you still have problems, in my opinion. So never mind. You got these guys like in defense. You got Cucurella. You got James there. James is all right. Cucurella is all right. Not championship material, but he's all right. And then you got Tosin and Chalobah at the back. And then you look at the midfield, Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo. You could get away with it. They're all right. That's not bad for a spine. and then you got Pedro, and you got Dilap at front. You got Estavio, I think that's how you say his name, the Brazilian kid.
You say Estavio.
And then you got Neto on the left. So if this is your first team, for now until the other players get fit, and Sanchez is your mainstay goalkeeper, that's not a championship material team. I'm sorry, guys. Like how can that be? How? Like, where's the spine of the team? Where is the team? Like Uncle Rodz says, that can make the difference, can click. There ain't. There just ain't. So you have to count them out as a championship contenders, because Sanchez ain't gonna win you a title. Neither is Chalobah or Tosin, or you know what I mean. Maybe Caicedo can. Pedro can't. You know what I mean? And this kid, I've never seen him in my life. And you got Gusto as a right back as well. You got Dilap at front. Like, you look at this team, guys. Like, come on, man. We've got to be serious here when we're saying they're challenging for the title. They'll be Liverpool's main challengers. There's no way, man. There's no way this
there's no way there.
Poor quality players can be challenging for a title. There's no spine. Every major, you look at Man United, the greatest Man United teams. What do they have? They had Schmeichel's in goal. They had Steve Bruce, Gary McAllister. Sorry, not Gary Pallister. They had Paul Ince in midfield. With McLaren, I think at the time before Roy Keane came in, they had Kanchelskis, they had Ryan Giggs, they had Eric Cantona, they had Mark Hughes at front. And then they changed it over to, Beckham on the right and, replacing Kanchelskis. Roy Keane coming in to, partner Ince. This is how it was. And then Paul Scholes, when Ince left, the spine of the team was changing in a continuous basis, but the quality didn't really drop. The quality actually elevated for Man United. That's why they had continuous success. The same for Chelsea, Essien, and they had obviously Lampard there, and they had their own formula, which is like winning continuously with quality players always. So that's what I'm saying. That's what you need. But these type of players, when you have these type of guys, that's not championship winning team. That's not a team that's challenging for a title. That's a joke, man. Like, if we're listening to Chelsea fans that's telling me this is going to be challenging for a title, then I should be looking at myself while I win that argument. You know what I mean?
You're wrong in there. You know that. You're wrong and you know that, isn't it?
But it's wrong. So look at it, Unks. Like, that's a terrible team for challenging for a title. To be honest.
Who's their striker? Who's their striker?
Delap.
Oh, bloody hell, great.
Pedro is the number 10, it looks like. And obviously, they still have that kid, what's his name? Cole Palmer, who's better than foreign reverse to many people for some reason. I don't understand. Yeah, but it's up to them. You got your preference, you know what I mean? But the spine of the team, man, Sanchez in goal, Chilwell, Chalobah, Tosin, whatever his name is, Fofana. That's not a spine, man. That's not even a good defense, man. Let's just be realistic. James is always...
You should be able to rip through that,
100%. Easy, man. Look at the way Crystal Palace beat. Well, they should have beat them because there was a goal disallowed. I mean, who was the other team that there was a goal disallowed as well? Fulham. You know what I mean? So there you go. They've been getting the rob of the green recently, if you know what I mean. So I don't see Chelsea as title challengers. What he reacts, I think there's just something that's there that's gonna drift away at the second part of the season. That's what it is.
No, I reckon Chelsea's gonna be there and thereabouts.
What, challenging for title?
Yeah.
Good luck, you guys. That's all I can say, man. I'm not gonna be entertain that one, but good luck, man. Good luck.
I think I'm not gonna hold this. My man saying I'm not gonna hold you on that. I told you that. Just go with it.
Yeah, but I listen. I'm being honest. I just look at that team. Like, there's no. Like, it's not what you said, Unks. Like, you need that togetherness. You know what I mean? You need everybody to do their job. I can't see that. Look at the way they fell off last season. Majority of the season, we was being told they're going to be challenging for the title. They're going to be Liverpool's threat with Arsenal and all that stuff. They just drifted away. They couldn't win anything after that. So yeah, I could see the same thing happening again. You know what it is, Unks? Like when you buy new players, it disrupts the team. You know what I mean? They keep buying players again without the first team that they had before settling in together to understand each other, as you always say. They can't. You know what I mean, so as soon as you disrupt that, you're bringing new players in to start again, and then again, then again. There's always new players. They never have the same players more than a season, if you know what I mean, for them to understand each other on the pitch, to win, to have that winning mentality. So it's always going to happen with Chelsea, man. It's never going to change, man.
I mean, but I still kind of like have them sort of like around their third and sort of like, if not third, fourth. I still still have them around that area. Oh yeah. You get me?
Yep. Wallahi says Drunken Vigo. Okay. Drunk Vigo, sorry. Wallahi, just win for so much more. Daniel, big up my guy. What are you saying? Well said. I don't know if you're talking to me or Uncle Rodz. You stop it by winning consistently. Yes, Drunken. Real Madrid are shit.
I agree. You don't know these things, man.
They are trying to unsettle our players. Yes, Daniel, you're spot on. And that's something we've got to stop as a football club and stand up for ourselves as a big football club. I mean, we've got owners that can do that. But for some reason, they're letting these people come into our business. Yeah, man.
A bunch of charlatans.
We need to blast Real Madrid in the Champions League and make a statement. Yes, Daniel, I agree with you, mate. I agree with you. Foz, when you can do thing, bless up. What do you say?
What is it?
What is it? When you can do that.
Fozi, link when you can do that thing, bless up. I think if we can talk about sending a link,
Is that what he said? Say that again. If you mean the link, say that again, bro. We're gonna be going in a minute anyway, man. We're gonna be going. Yeah. So Arsenal are pathetic. Chelsea are serious. Okay.
But Arsenal always beat them, don't they?
Yeah, it's Cornwall he's talking about. That's not their.
Sorry, Cornwall. Sorry.
Shoot me on the link. We're not gonna be long, bro. We're gonna be going in, man. We are going soon, bro. Yeah, spot on, Uncle Rodz. What is he saying now? I mean, about the message I sent you over. Oh, the WhatsApp thing. Me and you and Uncle Rodz. I understand. I know what you mean. We're gonna do that. Yeah. So we talked. Well, obviously, we talked about the Premier League. We talked about who's going to be challenging Liverpool. Many say Chelsea. I say Arsenal. But Arsenal have to improve on a lot of things, and in my opinion, I've been hearing Invisibles in the beginning of the season, and they're coming back for Arsenal. But ain't invisible anymore.
They're always giving it all that beginning of the season.
I mean, like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're telling me you're going to be invisible again. Where is that going, man?
Stop it.
You know
Too much entertainment.
Too much of the same, different season, isn't it, man? You know, like, they're the biggest, you know what Marina used to say, the biggest failures, isn't it? It's just Arsenal, and it's the biggest failures, man. They just talk.
Biggest news, isn't it?
There's nothing there, man. Like, come on.
Yeah, the biggest news, man.
Yeah. What is he saying? I saw a message from him. Foz, one day I'd love to debate you over Yamal. Love the Neymar one. Oh, yeah. Good luck, mate. Let me just put it that way. Good luck. If you could ever debate me with the current football, with the previous. Can't touch my football.
Not something you want to take on that way.
We was footballers back in the day. This ain't no football what we're watching now. I mean, come on, man. There's no contact. I mean, man, come on.
Hit me.
Jama says a question for the panel. If we sign Olise, do you think he can surpass Yamal? Uncle?
If you sign who?
Olise, yeah.
Can he pass Yamal?
Yeah. Is he going to be better than Yamal? That's what he's saying.
I don't think he will be better than Yamal, no.
Yamal has a ceiling in him, man.
He's just too good. He's just too
if
good.
He's like this in a young age, like 17. Can you imagine when he gets older how good he could be? It depends on Yamal, innit, really? If you think about it, guys, it depends on him. Is he going to be after money, or is he going to be career, minded player? A player that wants to win things, a player that wants to be the best in the world. That's where Mbappe lost his way. I said it earlier in my earlier stream. Mbappe lost his way because he forgot that he's a footballer. He's forgot he needs to win Ballon d'Ors. He forgot, to be probably the top scorer or something, of all time and have those targets. Money came into his life, and now he's doing the desperation, the easy route, which is Real Madrid, and it looks desperate. You know what I mean? When I look at that, even if I play for Real Madrid now, I could win a Ballon d'Or because I know I'm going to win the league. You know what I mean? So what's the point? What is the actual point, man? But it's true though, isn't it? Challenge yourself as a player. This is why I said about Maradona when people compare Maradona and Messi. The reason Maradona is a better player because he went to weaker teams and made them greater. That's the difference. Messi was at Barcelona his entire career. That as soon as he stepped out of Barcelona and went to PSG, he wasn't the same player anymore. I mean, come on, man. Mbappe was the main player there. And not only that, they didn't even win the Champions League. And they left PSG. What happened when they left? PSG wins the Champions League with kids.
There you go.
There you go, man.
There you go, man.
It's not always about, what you do in a great team. I want to see you in a weak team and, develop as a footballer and show us if you're the best. And that's what Maradona did. Maradona always challenged himself as a player. It didn't matter if it's Napoli. It didn't matter if it was that terrible Argentina team in '86 World Cup. It didn't matter if it was Seville when he went to Seville, Boca Juniors. It didn't care. Barcelona at the time, which never won a European Cup when he was there. They won their first European Cup in 1992, Barcelona people, if you don't know that. So there you go, man. This is what I'm saying. You, as a player, if you're chasing money, that's one. Uncle Rodz, wasn't we part of that group that wanted Mbappe at Liverpool not so long ago, a few years ago?
Yeah.
Money. We was all for it. We wanted him at Liverpool. But he chose money. What happened? Now he's desperate. He's going to Real Madrid, the easiest place he could win Ballon d'Ors. That's not a freaking. I'm not going to rate you for that. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. You're going to be the biggest fake Ballon d'Or winner in history of Ballon d'Ors, in my opinion, if you go to Barcelona to win it there, man. I'm sorry. Easy place to win. Easy.
It's too much. These are good. It's too much, man. It's too much.
Man, look at me rambling on for an hour for everybody. About Elise, nah, he's not going to take over. Nah, it's two different players, man. Two different players. Yamal is the future Messi, innit? That's what they're saying, the future kind of thing. Elise, I don't think he's going to be in that category, I'm afraid. Yamal is the best player in the world right now. What? Oh, God. Where's my guns, man? Where's my guns, man? You know what? I need my machine gun. And a bomb on top of that as well. That's what you're getting, mate. That is what you're getting. You're getting shot up with a machine gun and a bomb on top of that. Oh, my God. You need to learn football, Footy Reacts. You need to learn about football, my brother. I watched it earlier.
Fozi letting me down, you know.
I'm telling you, mate. I watched him earlier. He has his own crew, you know. Did you know that? Outside us, you know. He's got his own crew on. Yeah, man. French guy, Italian guy, Barcelona fan, Bayern Munich fan. I was watching him today. They have this little debates, man, and all this stuff. They have their own little crew.
Who's doing it?
Yeah, he's got his own little crew for Reacts. I watched them earlier. You know, like Bayern Munich fan and all that stuff.
Yes, I watched that. Yeah, I watched that the other day. Yeah,
they got this little gang all
little
together.
clique.
Yeah, that's where he's getting his ideas from deluded people, man. I mean, he needs to get away from them, man. Yamal is unbelievable for 17. He's about to win a Ballon d'Or. When? I don't see him winning it. When? I don't know. Do you think Rio Ingamoa can surpass Yamal or reach his level? Yamal is different, bro. Yamal is destined to be the best player in the world in the future, guys. That's the whole point we're trying to make here. Yamal.
Don't make the comparison. Don't make this comparison so early because that kind of kills a man's career. You know?
Yeah, man.
It does. But I just think, put it this way, he's our version of Lamar. You know what I mean? You know.
Yeah, it's too. Yeah, Rio's good, man. But let's be careful here, man. Come on 24-hour stream some point tomorrow. Big debate. 24 hours. Do you think I'm going to stay up for 24 hours, bro? You must be out of your mind. I've got my own streams to worry about, bro.
Yeah,
I need
but
to start off my other channel.
ain't nobody got the time for that.
I wish I could do 24 hours, but good luck, bro. Good luck for Reacts, man. You guys at my main YouTube friends. No, I've realized there's other people, mate. You know what I mean? We're not the only ones. We know now. You, my lads. Madrid. I'm a Madrid fan. Earlier, tried cooking me, and he left. Cooking you for what? I mean, they're Real Madrid. They can cook anybody. They're that good, man.
And Real Madrid's crooked as well, isn't it?
Yeah, they're cooking Liverpool. That's for sure, man. We need to bloody start reporting those fuckers, man. That's what we need to do. Anks, anything coming up, mate? That was a great debate, man. Great. Sorry.
Yeah.
Great
I like listening to you when you talk about football. Seriously.
Yeah. Sorry, mate.
I do. No. It's not like cause offense. I do actually like you when you're breaking down. Listen to you when you're breaking down football. I do actually like it, man. It's good. Really
Thanks,
man. It's incredible. Watch a long show for Thursday.
Yeah.
And no. Watch a long show for Wednesday. Watch a long show for Sunday as well. I'm gonna do a watch along. I'm thinking of doing like a double bill, like our game, and then obviously the Manchester derby.
Yeah.
Thinking of doing that, but not too sure as of yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know for a fact that I'll be doing the Liverpool game. Do you know what I mean? I'll start that probably at 1:50.
Yeah.
And that, do you know what I mean? Then some like more watch longer games next week. Next week, Wednesday.
Thanks. Yeah,
mate, can't believe it. So so we've got Wednesday, then obviously the calling show after, and then we just keep on moving, innit? We just keep on moving, we try and do the best that we can and try and get sort of like, obviously a lot of people watching us and stuff. We're just we're surviving. We're doing our thing.
Anks, that's all we can do, my friend. Unfortunately, it's we're in a jungle, innit? We're in a jungle. It's just how you come out of it at the end, my friend. And if you're enjoying it and doing what you want to do, the amount of people watching shouldn't really matter. I fell to that trap. I took a little break and I realized I just want to do what I want to do, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's less than 5 people, it's okay. I mean, I'm not gonna be here acting in your behalf, want me to be someone that's talking shit every single time. I'm just being myself, man. That's what it's all about, man. And if you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. We move, man. That's how life is, man. Because we've got more things to worry about than just YouTube. Let me just put it that way, man. If you know what I mean. So
yeah, man.
We've got life to worry about outside YouTube, not this damn thing every single time. So that brings a lot of heartache, man. And it's too much, man. It's too much. That's Uncle Rodz channel, people. You can see it on the link. Please like, share, and subscribe as always. If you want, if you don't, it's okay. It's okay.
I'm still be your friend.
Yeah, I'll still be your friend. I'm gonna be in here tomorrow. I mean today. I'll start with the Arsenal game. Then I'm gonna finish with the West Ham game against Tottenham. So
are you doing watch longs tomorrow?
On the other channel,
Really?
where I've been trying to reach out to other people. So if other people watch me on that channel and they support other teams, come and debate with the maestro, mate. There's no problem for me. So that's my channel, the one underneath UF Talk. So please go and subscribe to that one and see me there tomorrow at 12:20. The game starts at 12:30, but I'll be there 10 minutes earlier. So let's do this, people. Let's do this. Let's do a bit of a Stone Cold as well going out. You know what I mean, Unks?
Hell yeah! I said, give me a hell yeah!
There you go. I gave you a bit of a Stone Cold, people. It can't get better than that, can it? Can't get better than that. Unks, I hate your player. The one you had a fight with me once.
Oh, so was it? I saw it was your show today.
What?
I looked at the show today, and then I think Red for Life, right there, because you was talking about Trent.
Yeah.
Red for Life didn't put a message; he just put a snake there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
A little snake.
That's Trent, people. That is Trent for life. He's a snake, and he's a bit of this when he plays football as well. You know what I mean? There we go. He's a snake, and he's a. There you go. Can't say the P word, but you know what it means when they come.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Take care.
Take care, everybody. Take care. We'll see you soon, man. We'll see you soon.
Take care. Bless.
Get to the links down below, people. Uncle Rod's channel, of course. Get to that as soon as possible. Oh, damn. My screen is fucked. I can't even get out. What the heck is going on? Oh, it is what it is. They done me in. I can't go down. Oh, freaking hell. What have YouTube done? StreamYard done to me? They want me to stay forever? I'm not staying forever, man. Let me go.
I'm glitching at the moment, man. My thing,
yeah.
Sometimes glitches. Raw, stop that.
I don't know what happened there, man.
I know, innit?
There you go. There you go. Take care, everybody. Take care.
Take
See you
care.
soon. Bye-bye. Hang on. I can't leave without doing the Undertaker for Mr. Scottish Bear. Hell no. This is for you, Scottish Bear, bro. Always and forever, my guy. This is for every team in the Premier League. For you, Scottish Bear.